Итак, как я уже говорил, мы продолжаем, ребята. Я даже не двинулся с места, боже мой. Так, сейчас мы посмотрим, что у нас тут есть. С чем можно разобраться.
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
And don't touch anything. Ладно, ладно. Она пошла что-то с чаем делать, пока нам нужно что-то... Газеты, быстро смотри газету.
Juveniles collide with manure truck. Nice picture. I don't need to fake a tea whistle while she's in the kitchen. Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
Вау, можно воспользоваться биноклем. Это уже
Man, these are
завораживает.
powerful. I could see Biff going into the video store.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe the filth that boy watches. Yeah, he's nothing but an out-of-control hedonist, just like his father.
If there's a clue to find a dock out there, I'm not seeing it. I don't even know where to start looking.
Посмотри еще
Mind
раз.
if I take a look?
Go ahead, dear.
Hey, there's Jennifer's mom coming.
Mrs. Parker, don't you?
If there's a clue to find...
Так, что у нее еще тут есть? Фотографии, газеты, туфли, дверь на улицу.
Miss Strickland, about your tea. You forgot to turn on the...
No! It's spelled with a U! You illiterate!
Ну все ведь, боже мой, не дай бог такую бабушку было бы иметь. Ладно, подделаем опять этот чайник, чтобы я успела на что-нибудь.
There's the whistle! Surely the water's boiling by now.
Давай, бабусь.
Hey, mind if I use your...
Go ahead.
Так,
Oh, no.
Oh,
так, что-то не так. Тут можно мотать, да, как я вижу. Нужно будет, значит, сейчас газет посмотреть, либо сейчас что-то с конфетами сделать. Ладно, посмотрим.
There's the whistle! Surely the water's boiling by now.
Бинокль точно нельзя брать, нужно порыться где-нибудь. Сейчас у нее на столе, я думаю. Ну, или не знаю. Газет, посмотри что-нибудь в газетах.
Brown Mansion destroyed. 1962. No, that's not where Doc's stranded. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks.
What?
Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least.
Может, мне с этой бабкой поговорить?
Oh, the candy looks older than I am. Einstein brought me...
Ну, давай посмотрим на то.
Yeah, that's peculiar.
Давай с тобой поговорим, что ли? Может, ты мне что-нибудь скажешь, Эдна?
Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind
Она
that
смотрит в
tree.
стену и все видит, боже мой.
Yes?
Так, как вы потеряли? Что насчет этих хороших...
Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Hi, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
speakeasy
Подпольный бар?
in Hill Valley?
Хилвелли?
Don't act
Я
so
такого удивленно не виделся.
surprised,
Ваше
young
поколение
man.
не имеет авторских
Your
прав на
generation
правильно.
doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know.
Распущенность, грех,
Sin has been on the
Почему
prowl in
Вэлли
Hill
со дня
Valley
его
since the
основания?
day it was founded.
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. Yeah, I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
Ладно, ладно.
Doing some stargazing?
Oh, I set my sights on the lower things. Is that?
Ладно.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago.
Uh,
If you're looking for bootleg hooch,
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square, right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
Боже мой.
The video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
Following year, as I recall.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
Так, бабуська. Ну-ка, радиатор. Мы включим, чтобы у тебя закипел, и мне нужно быстро... все, вали, вали, вали. Правая кнопка мыши, это вроде пропускать каких-то. Ищи в газетах.
Firm announces plans for Lone Pine Mall. Peabody Ranch to be rezoned for... Alright, Einstein, when did... I at least need to know the year. Clint Eastwood plunges to death. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it... Hey, mind if I use your...
Go ahead.
Вау, во! Все, я смогу... Его папа этот бил. Биф. Или как его зовут? Не помню.
Rebuilt in February
Основана в феврале
1932.
1932
The fire
года.
must have happened before then. But when?
Don't look at me. I'm far too...
Может, у меня тут что-нибудь есть?
Excuse me. Don't let me keep...
Так, посмотри еще раз. Может...
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when?
Нужна дата. Ну, сейчас поищем, парень. Что-то фотографии, мне кажется, не просто так посмотреть. Ладно, давай решим, что будем делать, парниша. Будем смотреть на газеты. Что это было? Ну-ка.
Let's see. Ground broken, lights crowd. Here we go. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a Valley police station was pulled from his...
Да-да-да.
It's
О,
done! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931.
14
Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
Ой, парень.
My newspapers!
Вали.
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order. Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out! Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
Фу, мы смогли убежать от этой склеротички. Ты переоделся? Ты теперь ковбой, слушай. Я не хочу быть ковбоем. Отец.
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
It's a costume. Tonight's the big Halloween party.
Halloween party? In May? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey,
Кстати, тут мало
sometimes you
нужно
gotta go out on a limb for the
самим говорить, в
ones you
основном
love, right?
он сам выбирает,
Wish
что
my
сказать.
dad had understood that. You won't stay
Короткий
away
ответ,
too
да?
long.
You barely know I was gone. Ready to go, Einstein?
Ну, вроде бы все.
I've got to turn on the time circuits. On. Flux capacitor. Fluxy. Okay. If Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day
14
before
июня.
and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
Почему за день? За день появляться плохо, парень. Это как-то неграмотно. Ну ладно. Нам... он путешествовал во времени, ему лучше знать, поэтому... Вот. Хилвелли, следующие 4 съезда, что? Хороший фильм, музыка мне радуется. Прям все переведено, абсолютно, даже эти надписи. Очень хорошо. Все, мы телепортнулись куда-то. Полиция, даже лето перевели. Вот молодцы, поздравляю. Побольше бы таких людей. Какой корявый парень. Боже мой, да у тебя тачка новая, ты не можешь подогнать. Боже мой. Машина будущего на выставке Хилвелли. Хилвелли 2 мили. Ты будешь 2 мили пешком прийти. Ну ладно, иди. Придешь там к утру. Так, мы... загрузочка идет. Загрузочка идет. Загрузочка идет. Боже мой, он еще и бегать умеет.
Einstein,
Вау!
here you go now, boy.
Вау! Как все красиво. Какой великолепный город. 1900... Какой там... 32-й, что ли? Не знаю, но... Красивый город. Все перевели, молодцы, поздравляю. Похлопаем.
Young man, man.
Молодой
Excuse
человек,
me,
извините,
young man.
молодой человек.
Who? Me?
Кто я?
You're the only man in the
Вы
street,
человек
and I'm
улице,
looking
а
for
мне
a
нужен
man in the
человек
street
с улицы. Вы,
reaction.
конечно же, знаете
Naturally, you know about the
о
explosion that
взрыве,
destroyed the illegal
разрушительном
gin establishment.
подполье.
I read about
Я
it, yeah.
читал об этом, да.
What's your opinion of
Что вы
Carl
думаете о
Sagan,
Карле
the stranger
Сагане,
who
незнакомец, который в
single-handedly did what the
одиночку
law has been unable to do for 10
делал
long
на
years,
протяжении 10
namely
долгих
rid
лет, а
Hill
именно
Valley of the
избавился
scourge
от
of liquor?
пьянства?
How'd Doc get himself into...
Doc?
Doc is his nickname. I'm good friends with Carl.
You are? Really? Oh, but I need an unbiased opinion for my story. Pretend you don't know him. How would you feel about his heroic act of destruction?
Well, I'm not so big on bomb blasts.
Yes, but this bomb blasted a speakeasy, the very symbol of lawlessness and corruption. You're all for cleaning up the town, aren't you? Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets? No doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery.
Yeah, tell him, go ahead, make my day.
Make your day what? Never mind. I'll play around with it and see if I can come up with something better. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's...
Корлеоне. Гарри Калахан, Санни Крокет, Гарри Калахан. Я хочу быть...
Harry Callahan.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Callahan. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
I know, I met you back. I mean, I'm familiar with your work.
Эдна?
Read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no, down boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc, I gotta find Doc.
Ты посмотрел на это, на полицейский участок, петушок. С тобой нужно всегда наблюдать. Слушай. Вот уверен, раз Дока посадили, то он сейчас в полицейском участке. Это факт. Посмотрим, прав я или нет. Столовка. Дверь полицейского участка. Вау.
Doc!
Mark,
Doc!
Док!
what are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system, of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan?
A plan, right? But what?
Why do we tell the authorities?
Tell them what? That my friend from the future has proof that I'll be murdered tomorrow? They'd ship us both off to the loony bin. And trust me, you don't want to see the inside of a 1931 insane asylum.
Why don't we try to tough it out? Now that we know what's coming, maybe we sneak it past the gangsters with a bulletproof vest or something.
That might work with 1 or 2 bullets, but from the looks of this article, it appears that I'm going to be mowed down in a hail of Tommy gun fire that rendered the innocent stranger little more than a puffy mass of bones and gristle.
Who writes like that?
According to the byline, one Edna Strickland.
I should have guessed. Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as
Вот
we
так
know it.
вот.
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me. 1931 me.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely.
Won't talking to yourself cause, you know, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
How am I supposed to convince your younger
Вот,
self
боже
to finish
мой,
the rocket drill?
что за бред?
Tell him
Он
I
так...
need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24
офигеть.
years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
Вот так
Okay,
вот.
let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
Вот так вот, вот так вот, вот так вот, вот так вот, полицейский.
I guess I better get started.
Не
Don't worry,
беспокойся,
Doc.
я
I'll
буду
get you out of here in no
отсюда,
time.
мгновение ока.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
Ну вот и все. Так, мы все сделали. Тут вот столовая будет. То есть на этом я, наверное, закончу. То есть уже вторую часть снял. Все. Хорошо пока что развивается. Нам нужно найти Дока, позвонить кому-то там. В общем, все в следующих сериях. Ждите, радуйтесь, лайкайте, подписывайтесь на канал, смотрите другие видео и прошлую часть, если вы ее не смотрели. Ну, на этом все. С вами был Часть. До скорых встреч. Пока.